Think of the televised live performances that have left a cultural imprint. Nirvana's iconic MTV Unplugged set is raw and intimate, gives us a look at talent, preparation, and live instrumental arrangement. Growing up in India, I recall the numerous televised music programs, some of which were adaptations of international formats like American Idol and Got Talent. However, the one that truly resonated with me was Coke Studio. It stood out for its musicality, professionalism, and artistic sensibilities. It was refreshing, different from other drama-filled music reality shows, allowing the musicians to focus solely on their music. My name is Anushray. Welcome to a very South Asian podcast. In this podcast series, I talk about figures, culture, arts, history, and ideas pertinent to the people of the Indian subcontinent, better known as the region of South Asia. So for context, South Asia comprises of nations of India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Bhutan, and Afghanistan. South Asian diaspora and communities are spread worldwide. And in the Western world especially, we are seeing a unique resurgence of arts and culture. I hope this podcast finds you well. Coke Studio has always been successful in the Indian subcontinent. Coke Studio Pakistan and India are almost like siblings with overlapping styles and substance. They also have very unique distinctions. One of the most beautiful and wholesome places on YouTube, and I would say on the internet, are the comment section of various Coke Studio videos. Even seeing this feels a bit weird. YouTube comment sections being wholesome with a big question mark. But as an Indian, I feel joy going through Coke Studio Pakistan's comment sections because Indians love Pakistani artists, people, and their culture. There is this overwhelming cultural undercurrent of two siblings alienated from each other. They love each other dearly, but they have to separate due to social, cultural, and political situations. One of the great things that I find is the humility and the graciousness of Indians saying that Coke Studio Pakistan is better. It is this kind of acknowledgement which you also get from Pakistanis that Indian film industry is better. There is this mutual appreciation, almost a claim that Coke Studio Pakistan technically from a different country but also has the same roots, culture, religious motives, and language. It is the musical tradition of the Indian subcontinent, a musical heritage of South Asians living anywhere in the world. Before discussing the songs, artistry, and music produced by Coke Studio Sessions across South Asia, let's discuss a bit of the history of this show. Coke Studio originated in Brazil in 2007 as a music project, initially named Estúdio Coca-Cola to blend the styles of two Brazilian artists. The concept was adopted by Nadeem Zaman, marketing head of the Coca-Cola company, who partnered with Rohel Hayat, a former Pakistani band Vital Signs member, to create a Pakistani version of this show in 2008. The inaugural season premiered with a live audience and was met with immense success. Hayat, his wife Umber Hayat, Nofil Naqvi, a Pakistani cinematographer, handled all the production. Following success in Pakistan after its first launch, Coke Studio has now become an international franchise. The Pakistani show has amassed a large fan base in the neighboring country, that is India. The show's success prompted Coca-Cola to launch the Indian version, Coke Studio India, and now it has been rebranded as Coke Studio Bharat. Following the similar format, MTV India produced this Indian version. Following the successes of the Pakistani and Indian version, a Bangladeshi edition, Coke Studio Bangla, was also launched in 2022. Coke Studio offers a diverse mix of Western and traditional instruments from the Indian subcontinent. Instruments like pianos, guitars, bass guitars, synthesizer, harmoniums, rubabs, sarods, sitars, bamboo flutes, dholaks, tablas, and other percussion instruments are part of the mix. Coke Studio is culturally positioned as this unique artistic media and this musical outlet which is transnational in its approach. Now, transnationalism can be seen as an economic process involving the global reorganization of the production process. So, in which various stages of production of any product can occur in various countries. So, for Coke Studio, it is India and Pakistan. It's diaspora living in the Middle East and the West. This brings different players from different nations interacting, fusing culture, creating artistic work relevant to a more transnational, interconnected audiences. So, in a nutshell, Bollywood and other Indian regional film industry produces music which often reaches out to a global or a diasporic audiences. Coke Studio is doing the same, but is more concentrated with Indo-Western fusion, tapping into sounds from regions or also experimentation which may not be heard in mainstream Indian or South Asian cultures. Songs from Coke Studio that have gained immense popularity are Atif Aslam's rendition of Sabri Brothers' Qawwali Tajdar-e-Haram in Coke Studio Season 8 became the first video originating in Pakistan to cross over 100 million views on YouTube, garnering views from over 186 countries. At the time of recording, it was over 500 million views on Tajdar-e-Haram. The comment section, as I mentioned previously, is just beautiful. It has a lot of Hindu and people from other faiths acknowledging soulfulness of the song, praising the essence of Islam. Rahat Fateh Ali Khan and Mumina Mustehan's rendition of Afrin Afrin from the 9th season of Coke Studio Pakistan also earned 100 million views on YouTube. At the time of recording this video, the song also now has over 500 million views. Afrin Afrin, it was sung 2 decades ago by the legendary Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, and it still holds this power to serenade the audience with its poetic and soothing sensibilities. Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan was also one of the prominent figures of Pakistan, a Qawwali sensation whose talent was sung, was praised both locally and globally. Now, the third song that I just want to bring everyone's attention to, in the recent Coke Studio Pakistan Season 14, Pasuri by Ali Sethi and Shegel has now, at this time of recording this video, has crossed 700 million views on YouTube and has gone viral specifically in India. So this song is sensational. It is modern, eclectic, grounded to South Asian aesthetics. The set design, cinematography elevated the experience in this song. South Asian musical sensibilities where Ali Sethi and Shegel represents a newer shift in incorporating Desi and Western modern pop sensibilities. For Indian Coke Studio, things picked up with tracks like Ki Bano Duniya Di by a massive collaboration of Diljit Dosanjh and Gurdas Mann. This is almost meeting of two musical maestros from Punjab with a solid back and forth performance. This is arranged by Jatinder Shah. This song reiterates a message for the youth that speaks about not forgetting your roots in this modern era. Now, especially picking on themes like drug abuse and this sort of disenchantment amongst the youth and the future of the nation and Punjab. The lyrical punch is delivered using this sort of traditional verse and additional lyrics written by Gurdas Mann himself. Now, this is the most popular song on Coke Studio India's YouTube channel. Now, for context, this song is in Punjabi, primarily spoken in the state of Punjab that lies both in India and Pakistan. Now, imagine this collaboration helming from two of the biggest singers from Punjab, arguably in India as well, and rest of South Asian diaspora. Gurdas Maan and Diljit Dosanjh, where Gurdas Maan is a veteran, where Diljit is a modern pop star. You can, if I have to compare it, you can compare it like Bob Dylan and Ed Sheeran. This song is a Punjabi folk song with modern Indian pop vibe. So for more context here, as a native Hindi speaker, I can understand Punjabi well, but not on an expert level or a native level. I have to look up the lyrics and the meaning. So this is a jam to listen to, and it has humor, which is very indicative of Punjabi culture. Thanks to the wonderful comment section, I caught in the lines which uses the river Chenab, Ravi and Satluj, comparing them as siblings that are separated, real people in Punjab during partition of India and Pakistan. There's another really powerful song on Coke Studio India that is known as Ladki. Sachin Jigar captures a beautiful conversation between a father and his daughter. It celebrates their unique bond and the journey of a girl growing up to be a woman. This song features Gujarati folk singing fused with Indo-Western instrumentalism. That sort of gives this an atmosphere of old nostalgia and modern sensibilities. Comment section of this song are beautiful. I cannot really emphasize this enough. Internet doesn't have to really reflect the worst of us, but rather the truth, which I feel is more about love. Now, I want to pick on some of the tracks that I really enjoyed. Now, one is from Coke Studio Pakistan Season 9. This is a collaboration between India and Pakistan, and reading from its official description, it has this indie rock feel. So the name of the song is Par Chanadi, which is a grand duet of music directors Noori featuring the Indian singer Shilpa Rao. An oral tradition which has been passed on to the brothers duo by the grandparents. It's a song that they've considered as a family treasure since long. Noori and Shilpa Rao's vocals independently encapsulate the listener earnestly as a soundscape further develops with Noor Zehra's impeccable groove on the Sagar Veena. And then in the comment section, Indian singer Shilpa Rao expresses her gratitude for the love that has been received from audiences from India, Pakistan, and even, I would say, the South Asian diaspora living all over the world. So I also picked up the story behind this song from one very helpful comment by a user. It's about conversation between Sony and her clay pot, which is about to sink along with her. So she used to travel across the river Chenab each night to meet Mahewal, her lover, but one day that clay pot replaced with the one having unbaked clay by her sister-in-law. So in the middle of river, she realizes it's too late. Now it's not her pot, and she won't be able to cross the river to meet a Mahewal. So it's about that. She has this conversation with the clay pot, and this is one of the most powerful verses and moments in this song. Talking about another song that I really like. So my favorite from Coke Studio India is from season 2. The name of the song is Madari. It's performed by Clinton Serijo, featuring Vishal Latlani and Sonu Kakkar. Reading from the official description, Clinton takes the word Madari literally and builds this playful track around the Madari himself. So the song goes on to insinuate that the turn of destiny in a man's life also happens thanks to the Madari's all-knowing Damru. So with a strong percussive arrangement, this song talks about how no situation in life is in our control and we can only play along with the Almighty, which is the Madari, and the Damru is the instrument that relays all the instructions. So with my observation of this Again, gem comment section, I would say. I found this under this song's comments by a user. So he mentions that a song composed by Christian Clinton Sarijo, sang by a Hindu, Vishal Dadlani, and lyrics from Sufi poet Bulle Shah, who hails from Islam, to represent Madari with the Damru, that's the Hindu god Lord Shiva. So, essence of South Asian music and the region. Coke Studio Pakistan, India, and the newly revamped Indian Coke Studio Bharat has incredible songs. I haven't even scratched the surface. You can find almost all forms of Western, niche South Asian genres represented. The diversity is immense, and the catalog is stacked with bangers after bangers. In India, there is also Coke Studio Tamil, which represents the state of Tamil Nadu, which is incredible too. I feel there needs to be another episode deep diving into specific songs from India, Pakistan, and Bangladeshi catalog. The diversity is immense, and the musical genius is ever present, it's just ever shining. When we discuss South Asian music, just only about mainstream Bollywood hits, I think venturing into Coke Studio discography will definitely make you or someone realize that the fusion of Indian subcontinent with global popular symphony definitely shapes very complex cultural and musical traditions of India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, the South Asian region, and its ever-growing diaspora all over the world.